Design for us is so much more than just pretty products, nice packaging, interesting communication. Design for us is all about people. It's about understanding their needs, their wants, and creating solutions that are meaningful to them, that are relevant to them. Uh, and these solutions could be, once again, a product. They could be a packaging. They could be a brand. They could be every touch point of the brand. They could be an experience. They could be a service. There are three starting points every time we design anything. The first one, the most obvious, is coming from the observation of these people. Is the world of human beings. Is the bucket of the human beings. And essentially is when you invent a new product or a piece of communication or an interesting experience, starting with the analysis and observation of what people want, what they search, what they desire, what are their frustrations. So you identify an opportunity by understanding something about a person, a tribe, a community. A second potential starting point is the world of business, the bucket of business. It could be, for instance, a conversation with a customer, with a retailer that is telling us that they have an opportunity in the uh, store experience, in the food and beverage aisle, in connection to a category of products. And on the base of that, you decide to partner with this customer to create something new that didn't exist before. Or it could be driven by the potential of a brand that you can extend beyond um, the category where the product is playing today. What could be Pepsi in the future beyond a cola, for instance? Or think about what happened with Apple and what Steve Jobs did, starting from the world of personal computers and then creating an entire ecosystem of products out of it. That starting point, many people think that Apple did something driven by needs of people and creating the first disruptive product in the portfolio after the personal computers was the iPod. That was driven by needs of people and wants of people. The reality is that was driven by a specific business needs. The computer category was going to be in crisis. Steve Jobs understood in the specific historic moment that the computer was going to lose relevance very soon. It was not the only one, but is the one that decided to act on it in a courageous way. And he decided to transform the personal computer in a hub that you could use for multiple purposes. And so he came up with iPod, but then really the success of the iPod was iTunes, to transform the device in a hub for music and then video editing and a variety of other opportunities. So the business need was the starting point of the specific innovation. And then the third pillar is the one of technology and science, is the bucket of technology and science. And this is where you invent a new product, a new solutions, a new service on the base of a new disruptive technology that usually our friends in R&D in the world of science are providing to us. An example of this is the post-it notes, for instance, that was not born out of a specific need for something that didn't exist before. I have, by coincidence, post-its here. It was, and this is not something that was born starting from a specific need. It was born starting from the opportunity of a technology that was looking for a home, for an application. It's a technology invented by Spencer Silver, a weak adhesive that then R. Fry, an R&D friend and colleague, understood how to apply to a real product. Once again, linking the technology then to a real need in the world. Um, so these are the three starting points of what we call design-driven innovation. The world of human beings, desirability. The world of the business, viability. And the world of technology, feasibility. And no matter where the idea comes from, again, it could be a technological unlock, it could be a conversation with a customer, it could be the observation of a behavior of people in your private life, for instance. So any of these starting point generate a potential process. It's imperative for us as a company to be able to connect the three buckets in a seamless way, in a very efficient way, immediately. And so this is what we do as designers. We need to understand the world of technology. We need to understand the world of business. We need to understand the world of consumer insights and human beings. And then we need to connect all of them through our skills, to our ability to create, to prototype, to transform those abstract ideas in something that people can see and touch and share. And so the ideal designer in this team, in our organization, in our company, is a designer that understands the three dimensions. And how do you do that? Well, partially is the background that we have, is what we study at school, but the big part of it is something you learn during your life. We need to be students for life. We need to keep learning with endless curiosity, trying to understand continuously all these dimensions. And this is something beautiful of working in these kind of companies, because you are exposed to all of this. You're exposed to some of the best marketers in the world, some of the best consumer insights people of the world, some of the best scientists of the in the world, and in general, no matter the background, some of the best thinkers in the world. So this is how we need to play in this company. This is what we expect from our design team. This ability with endless curiosity and passion of connecting the three dimensions of innovation in everything we do. And this could be applied to new products. And there is a core innovation team that works on this, but you can come up with ideas and go to your innovation team and partner with your business partners and try to really help the company understanding where we need to go. Then there is another application that is extremely important, even if we don't call it explicitly in this way, and is the application to anything we do every day. We need to think as innovators every day. This is something that a mentor early on in my career taught me. The idea that everything I do, it could be the most simple packaging project that I can think of, or it could be the redesign of the entire culture of a company, and everything in between, everything I do, I need to do something different than anything anybody else did before, and eventually that I did before. It doesn't mean that I will always succeed, but it means that I will always think in that way. And so this is what we need to do, thinking as innovators in the way we do brand building. How can we leverage, for instance, licensing to build brands? Experiences, real life experiences in locations to build brands. What is the role of food service in brand building? How can I, even if I don't work with a food service team, leverage that channel to build brands? What about digital? Even if I don't control personally digital because somebody else is working on digital, but eventually I am responsible for a brand, how can I leverage digital? How can I transform any touch point of the brand in a moment of conversation or communication, something that we can share with the rest of the world? So this is design thinking applied to anything we do, not just to new products, but to the way we build brands, starting once again from the three dimensions of desirability, viability, and feasibility. We need to create something that makes sense for people. We need to create something that makes sense from a business standpoint, and we need to create something that is feasible to make. and we need to connect all of them continuously from ideation all the way to commercialization. We as designers, we are these connectors, these interpreters, these people at the center of this process to um, seamlessly synthesize all the dimensions in our prototypes. We're not here to do pretty graphic on packaging or to just invent new products or do the styling of other products. We're here to redefine the future of this company through design together with our colleagues and partners.